Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel, and today we are going to talk about a very simple or a very common topic, that is support and resistance. When you're a trader, probably you'll come across these terms and also trend lines. These three charting tools come in handy, and they can be very much important when you are doing your analysis to determine the best entry position or entry points. So if you are interested in knowing this, or if you're interested in learning this, stick to the end, since I'll be giving the best strategies that you can use in your daily trading career or whatever. So thank you for tuning up. If you're new, you can subscribe. If you're already part of the family, you can just leave a comment and like the YouTube for more notification. So let's begin. Now, this is my US start chart, and I think I'm going to remove this. I'm going to move my drawings. Now there we have a clear chart, a clean chart. So before you start anything to do with finding the resistance and support, you need to change your chart to be line chart, so that you can have a line graph chart. It will be easier for you to find the pivot points, or where the market makes its turn. Normally, before you start anything, I will prefer you to go to the 1 week time frame, since it will be easier for you to draw your trend line and also the support. Well, let's go direct to the charting strategy. So the first thing that you need to do, you need to mark the pivot or pivot points, that is the turning points. Here we have another one, and here. Now these points, they will be acting as your support and resistance. So let me mark that support 1, and maybe these to be support 2, and this to be support 3. Support, resistance, it will depend on where your price is. Now there you go. Now after that, you go to the 1 hour, you go to the 1 day. But before you go to the 1 day chart frame, before we go to this 1 day chart frame, I'd like us to take a look at drawing a trend line on our 1 week. So if you draw a trend line, you'll consider here, there, that's our trend line, and the upper trend line, we'll draw it this way. You make sure you touch 2 or 3 points, and I'll show you that in the coming, or in the next minutes. So let me see. Yeah, this is the result from the 1 week time frame. Now from that, you'll adjust them. They can touch the top points. Let me adjust these as the first touch, the second touch. For you to draw a trend line, you make sure that your trend line touches 2 points. By 2 points, I mean, as you can see, this trend line touch that point at this point. So there are two. They have to be two in order to be a valid trend line. So for this point, it was broken. Then we also have the first touch here. Then we have another touch here, and we have the third touch here. Now those are the trend lines that I was talking about. If you want to draw trend line, that's how you can draw them. Now from trend line, we are going to find if there is a resistance or a support here. The recent resistance or support, we already indicated them, though they're there support and resistance for the 1 week. The daily is just the same. This one. Yeah, so when trading, you'll be watching out for those areas. Now we are going to go to I'm going to take you to the 4 hours. I'm going to look at the 4 hours time frame that can analyze it and find what you can adjust there. So here is the 4 hours time frame. Yeah, you can see there's some beautiful, the market was in a bullish, then it broke this our lower trend line. Now in order for you to make your analysis or draw your trend line, you'll draw this one. So we'll have this, then we'll have this. Yeah, you can see that. Then I'll have to adjust this point that it can touch the tip of the pivot point. Then this one also I'm going to adjust. Yeah, so that's how you draw or you do your trend line chart analysis. Now what we are going to look at next is also here there was a move, and after that there's the push up. Now let us look at this. You can see there's this retouch. But retouch, I mean this part, this, and this, the 3 touch. Those are what I mean by the 3 touches. After any 3 touch, you'll find that the market normally reverses to the other direction. So it will be easier for you to mark it that way. Then this market now, it came down, then it touched those lower points, making another pattern with there and there. That's a double bottom. Now forming that double bottom, the market reversed to the other direction. So that's why doing your chart analysis is very, very important for you to succeed in this game. Now the next thing you're going to check at is our entry positions. Now if we are to take a trade, you could have entered here and made your stop loss to be just there. Then your first take profit will be here at the beginning of that bull run, and if the market goes above that, let's say it went this way, then bounced there, yeah, then bounced there and there. So if the market went in that direction, you might take another entry here to ride it up, but higher chances I feel like the market is not going to go up unless it breaks this trend line. So if it does break the trend line, we'll take the trade going up. But if it doesn't, I think it might do something like this. It might go up, reach there, bounce, then maybe go up there. Maybe do something like this. Yeah. If it does that, if it does something like this, you can come and you take a trade, an entry somewhere here towards the other direction. Just make sure you have that confirmation, double top and double bottom. Now, let me talk about what you should look at when you want to take a trade based on this strategy. Now, the first thing you have to look at is the trend line. Is the market going up or is the market going down? For example, our market was going down, but now it has changed direction. So for that, you'll have to draw a trend line going down, and then you find our higher high. There we go. Now the market has changed its direction, so mostly it will be playing along that. It will be playing along that channel. So you'll mostly see it going this way, bouncing off there, that way, that way, that way. So that's how a market flows in one direction. Now, apart from that, now what we'll consider, what you need to look at when taking an entry. First, you need to check on your support. That's the first thing you need to consider. Then you consider resistance, if there is any. Third, you'll consider the trend line. These are the three things that you need to consider when taking a trade. So for example, for this trade, we had a support here. This is our support where the market bounced or made a double bottom. That's our support. Then our trend line is this one. That is our trend line. So the market came, is our support, it hit that trend line, it bounced off. So you were looking for another entry, which was here. Then after that entry, you put your stop loss next to the support, or the support. The next thing that you'll have to look at is we've checked at the support, which is this, the lower trend line, then the support. Now you need to check at the resistance. The resistance will act as our exit point, and mostly this will act as our resistance. This will act as our support, and this will act as our trend line. So this is the support. Something like that, support. and this will be our resistance. Now if you consider the three of those, you'll have yourself a beautiful entry here. It's going to be our entry. You'll have yourself a beautiful entry setup here. This point here, and then boom, you let your trade go up. So this is how charting is done, how to do your trading based on support, entry, and resistance. Now from all this setup that you've seen, the market might violate your setup, or it might go on with your trend strategy. If it does that, just continue with the trading. If it violates your setup, be patient and wait for another trade. So if it has been important, if this short tutorial, short video has been of importance to you, you can leave a smash subscribe to our channel and like for more comments or for more videos. Yeah, thank you and see you in the next video.